Hi, I'm Mike Izzard, Director of Silverhook. Today we're going to use big boy hard filler with added glass fibre to fix 3 holes in this asbestos sheeting. We've got a very small hole, it should be an easy job. We've got a large hole here and we've got a medium sized hole. What we do is to fix this large hole, we're going to use a piece of card to assist us. What we do is we make this card as large as possible that will squeeze through. So we cut that, just use a piece of pair of scissors, but be careful with your hand of course. Make a hole here. There we go, so that's, push that through the hole. You've probably guessed what I'm going to do. Then we make sure that's not going to slip. There we go, that's ready. See, now we've got a good base there on which to put the filler. That's the material. You'll see it's a putty, but it still has fibres within it. So it's very usable. I like to use the top of the lid to mix it up on. That's probably enough. We can always add second and third coats, so you don't have to use too much. This sets in about 2 to 3 minutes in this temperature, so we have to work quickly. The hardener's pink material, so once we've mixed this, it changes colour to a light shade of pink. You'll notice I'm wearing gloves because these items aren't very good for your skin. Oops. There we are. We'll do that for the one coat, and then what we'll do is we'll cut the string and then put another coat on. Before I dash off for my cup of tea, we've got enough material to fill the very small hole. Now this doesn't need any backing, it's a very small hole, so what we do is just straight over the top. You'll see the fibres there, they give it some strength. And because the putty, we have putty in it, you can smooth it. There we are, that's job done. Once it starts setting, don't touch it, it becomes very unworkable. This is on the verge of, it's still very usable, but it's on the verge of going off. Now, quick cup of tea. Right, time for a cup of tea. Lovely. Gone off already. Now what we have to do is we use our scissors to cut the string here. You can be quite aggressive because that's rock solid now, the hole's filled nicely. If there's anything that you think you need to scrape to smooth it down a bit, just use that whilst it's still a little bit green, that's fine. What we do is, the material that's on the lid here, you can just push it away like this, and you see it just all peels away nicely. Mix it together in the same fashion. What I do is I roll it over, so you scrape underneath, roll it over, Stir it round. You'll notice because it's got the putty in, you can probably just about see the fibres there. There we are. That's absolutely perfect repair. It's a piece of roofing. Got to compare this. I mean, we're doing this on a vertical surface. It could be on a horizontal patching up. Just mind you don't get any material flicking into your eyes. Don't work with it when it starts to go off. That's a satisfactory job. If you want to make it better, I wouldn't suggest sanding. If you're going to sand this, then put a face mask on because it's got fibres and those fibres won't be any good for your lungs. So if you are going to sand it, try and avoid sandpapering this. Keep well distant. But it will sand, because it's got the putty, it will sand beautifully. The next job we're going to do is we're going to show different means of repairing this medium-sized hole. It's I'm not going to use the card to pull through as we did in this repair. I've got access to the other side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use tape. I'm going to put tape on the outside and fill from this side. This is the hole here. I'm going to, as long as it's dry, the tape will stick quite nicely. We might as well put a lot of tape on. There's no, it's all very cheap tape. Of course, the risk is if we push too hard from the other side, it's going to push the tape away, but it's a dry, sunny day today, so that, see, that's fine, that should be fine. That's the hole from the other side. You can see we've got tape there. Now, being a little bit gentle, we're going to fill this up. If I spread a little bit of material either side, that's not a problem because that will help strengthen it. Now, of course, I'm doing a repair on some corrugated here, but of course, there's a whole variety of applications for this. I mean, some people, you might have a hole in your roof, and sometimes as long as there's a good key there, then this will stick on. It's you can sand this, and you can paint over the top. Sanding it, because it's got putty in it, it will sand comfortably. Perfect job. We'll peel the masking tape off, and you'll see that it's a very satisfactory job. Now, we could just leave it like that. I mean, that is well sealed from the inside, but we're perfectionists here. So what I'm going to do is just finish it off from the outside. There, look at that, lovely job. It is fibres. We're not using one of the fillers. This has got fibres. That's lovely. That's absolutely gorgeous job there. Just smooth, tiny bit more down the bottom. It's a bit unnecessary, but if you get a little bit round the outside, don't worry about it too much because it's well, helps. Bonded on. Perfect job. Thank you very much for watching my video. That's Big Boy, the blue hard filler with added glass fibre.